What's up, everybody? I'm George Mossey. This is my co-host Heather C. And last night we got, sadly, the season finale of You, Me, and Your Ex. I'm only saying sadly because I love this show. I'm obsessed with this show. I'm obsessed with everyone on the show.
It was definitely a wild ride.
It was insane. America's obsessed with the show too. So let's talk about how it all ended and how it all went down. Hopefully we'll see more next season. So April and John finally got married. So
again.
This was, yes, again, but this was for the families and the kids were all there. It was an amazing dynamic for it because everyone's kids from each previous marriage and all the family was there, minus Roy. Roy was not able to come. He didn't feel that it was his place to be there, and he had some unresolved issues that we learned previously that made it difficult for him to be there, physically there. But then he did show up for the reception, and then they had a talk, and they kind of laid out some unresolved feelings. So they're working on their relationship, and I think that's a good step in the right direction. Telling each other how you feel, why you're hurting, why it was hard for him to be there, so they can resolve that.
They're a very complicated story,
Yeah.
and I don't feel like they have enough time in their segment to explain the whole thing. I mean, the way that a lot of people get perceived on TV might not be fair to their true character, and it's all because of what looks good on TV and what the time slot is. So it would be really great to do like a follow-up if there is a season 2. Maybe they can give another shot and kind of give more of a backstory, because like she said, she's always the victim in Roy's story, and that's the way the villain. I'm sorry, not the victim, the villain. But it's true. That's how she's perceived to be.
Yeah.
It's like he's the one that is the victim and she's the one that's the villain, and that might not be the case scenario. I mean, so that's why I said I don't think it's a very, very fair advantage, and but I'm glad overall that he did come and she had a better wedding and everybody was there to support her, so it looked great.
Yeah, it looked amazing. Congratulations to April and John for your second wedding. Everyone was there, and I hope you guys are having a great honeymoon. Still take one even if you took one before. All right, so let's talk about Josh, Danielle, Jennifer, and Chantel. So after a really rough labor, Chantel had with Camila, I couldn't say that last week. She spent 2 nights in the NICU, and she's healthy and headed home. And she's beautiful with a beautiful bow on her head. Congratulations.
As big as her. The bow is as big as her. So cute, though. Total congratulations to everybody involved. I know
including you, Josh. I didn't tweet you last night, too. This is your daughter, too.
And I know that was very difficult. They had a very difficult conversation trying to explain to family their whole situation. And I know that Jennifer's mom, right?
Yeah.
She had a hard time kind of understanding the whole dynamic of the thing.
Josh being
but with all due respect to the whole situation, that is her mom, so she was there when she was married to Josh,
right.
And then now this is like another family, so it's like a very different situation. But the hard thing is that the way the world is, we're more open-minded than the older generation, and I think that it clashes a lot when we try to explain what's normal to us versus what's normal to them.
Exactly.
So I mean, overall, the most important part is that baby Camila, oh my God, I know, it's my favorite Fifth Harmony member too, is beautiful and healthy. And, you know, that the fact that all the families involved are so loving and that they're all supportive of each other. I love the relationship. She has an extended family. So instead of just a traditional mom and a dad, now she has all these people in her life that loves her.
Yeah, she couldn't have been born into a more loving, supportive family. And we saw at the end that they're looking for one big house to live together. And I think that's an amazing dynamic for the kids to just be surrounded by love and support. Because it's not about mom and dad anymore in this generation. It's about being surrounded by people who love and support you. That's the most important thing a child needs, and that's exactly what Camila has.
Being open-minded and just loving the situation. Life is too short to be on anything more than just love. So congratulations to all you guys. I hope there's a season 2 and we see you again.
All right, so let's talk about the housewarming party that Alex and Caroline threw.
Oh, so lavish. Alex is so great. Like, I love the whole spread that they had.
The food matched the decor, which
beautiful, and you know he did that intentionally for Lisa.
It was Lisa approved, and then Alex said then she brought flowers in a bag. So little shade there, but the families finally met. Lisa and Jessica met, who actually share the same birthday, which is really cool. And also, I heard from Alex last night, Jessica gave birth to twins. Congratulations! Can't wait to see pictures of your beautiful babies. So the family actually got along pretty well. Everyone was excited, or not excited, surprised. Yeah. Lisa said she was excited, but the look on her face.
Her excited face is a lot like her other faces.
Yes, so she said she was ecstatic and excited, but we weren't 100% if that was what she really meant. And actually, Lydia was a little apprehensive, and Jessica was like, "You got engaged."
Right.
Like,
I
really?
love the mix of all the families. There's so many different types of personalities. It's almost like a TV skit or, fresh out of a movie. Like, I love it because it's just so like, you got the Jessica with this fun, bubbly personality. Like, I'm here, I'm at the party. You could tell her and Alex are a lot like,
yes.
And, Caroline and, her mom, you could tell they're fresh out of Sex in the City with their cosmopolitans. And I just love it. I'm so glad that they found each other and that they are so happy. And thank you so much for our talk that we had yesterday. So you guys check it out if you didn't already. We had an exclusive one-on-one podcast with them. But
so much fun.
Congratulations to you guys. We love you and we hope to see you on season 2.
Yes, season 2. I want to see this amazing wedding that Alex has been planning.
Yes.
I can't wait to see it and how it is. And please, TLC season 2. All right, so let's talk about this huge blow up last night. So Kay, we actually thought in the last episode, Kay was gone for good. Kay shows back up at Jerry and Jennifer's home. Jessica. And I'm sorry, Jessica.
Too many J's in this.
And Jerry's home. And oh my God, it was literally insane. She blew up. She had written down all of these things. I want to say she called her manipulative, evil, and she said that Jessica resembles a stick. She really got everything out there on the table, and I actually felt like this was warranted because they really were treating her as though she was a child. Like, she didn't have feelings. They put her in a closet. Jessica always had something nasty to say. Jessica even went as far as to say she had multiple personalities. You need to be a doctor to make diagnosis on a person. You can't just say that because you dislike them.
The part that I disliked the most is that it was very obvious where Jerry's loyalty last with. Yes. Obviously it was with Jessica and his family. I'm not exactly sure why he drug Kay along to his wild adventure because I never ever got the notion that they were dating. And I'm not going to say that it was fake or whatever because Kay's feelings are so valid and the way she was treated was horrible. The way that they laughed at her when she was trying to express her emotions and feelings, I didn't like because she's a human being. But he never once treated her like a girlfriend. No. He treated Jessica more like his significant other than Kay. So that's the only thing that I had. I mean, the whole time the show has been on and every episode that we watched and got to know them, I never saw them be. Even when they were together and she was doing the lap dance and all that stuff.
It was awkward.
It looked so like... Forced. It just... Yes. And maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see the lovingness. So it's for the best. Kay, find your love and happiness. I know you like to sing. Invested in that and stay the heck away from people that don't value you.
Exactly. Stay away. We should get a show of Kay finding a man. I would watch that. And what really irritated me was Jerry was already on his phone flipping through dating apps. Kay was not even at the airport yet. Like, that just showed you how not serious he was. Yeah. And that's not fair. You can't play with people's emotions. So that's it. That's the end of season 1.
Real quick. And a shout out to Wendy and Lisa and all them. We did not get a chance to see you, but you will be loved forever by us. And, because I wanted to throw them in there because they were just important to the show as well. But I'm glad that you got to tell your story, and we talked about it last week. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's it for season 1 of You, Me, and Your Ex. Thank you so much for joining us for all of our podcasts. We've been ecstatic about the show, and we are really hoping for a season 2. There's so much more to each and every one of these couples' stories. Unique. It's so unique. Beyond unique. It's groundbreaking, and America's intrigued. We are hooked. So thank you so much. I'm George Mossey. Make sure you live tweet with us and follow me on Twitter at George Mossey. This is my co-host Heather C. She is at Twitter at Pinky69Brit.
Pinky69Brit.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. And don't worry, we will be back next week with the podcast of I Love a Mama's Boy Season 2. Thanks so much, and we'll see you all real soon.
Bye.